Today we are going to discuss about a cloning vector PBR322. A cloning vector is a small piece of DNA that can be stably maintained in an organism and to which any foreign DNA can be inserted or ligated for cloning purpose. Mostly plasmids and bacteriophages are used as cloning vectors. Today we will discuss PBR322, a plasmid which is commonly used as a cloning vector. Here you can see the picture of PBR322, a commonly used cloning vector. A plasmid is an extra chromosomal DNA present in bacteria, and it is a semi-autonomous unit, means it can initiate its own replication independent of the bacterial genome. When we talk of PBR322, PBR322 was constructed in year 1977 by Francisco Bolivar Zapato, and the name PBR322 can be read in this manner. P stands for plasmid, B stands for Bolivar, and R stands for Rodriguez. Both Bolivar and Rodriguez were the two biotechnologists who constructed this plasmid. Now let us look at the various components of this particular plasmid. This plasmid PBR322 is 4361 base pair long, and as you can see it is a double stranded circular DNA and it has got several components present in it. One of the very important component present in the plasmid PBR322 is ORI. ORI is called as the origin of replication. Origin of replication means this is the sequence from which the plasmid can initiate its own replication. So through ORI, it can initiate replication. Whereas the second component present in this plasmid is ROP sequence. This ROP sequence stands for repressor of primer. Repressor of primer. This particular sequence actually controls the copy number of plasmid in a bacteria. Means in how many copies or in how many numbers a particular plasmid will be present in a bacteria is controlled by ROP. Now the third important component present in this particular plasmid are selective markers. As in PBR322, two selective markers are present. One is AMPRG, that is ampicillin resistant gene, and second TETRG, which is tetracycline resistance gene. Both these two particular sequences are responsible for providing antibiotic resistance to bacteria, and these are usually used for selecting and eliminating non-transformant cells from transformant cells, means those cells which have received the recombinant plasmid from those which have not received the plasmid. Now the fourth and very important component present in PBR322 are the recognition sequences for various restriction enzymes, and they are called as the cloning sites. The various cloning sites as can be seen in PBR322 are BAMH1 for restriction enzyme BAMH1, SAL1, PVU2, then PST1, PVU1, EcoR1, CLAIR1 and HIN3. The name basically here stands for the bacteria from which these enzymes are isolated. Example, BAMH1 actually stands for Bacillus amylolipofaciens bacteria, from which these restriction enzymes are actually isolated. Restriction enzymes are those enzymes that can cut open the DNA from a particular site, and they always cut open a DNA from a specific sequence. In these specific sequences from which the restriction enzyme cuts the DNA, it is known as a recognition site. So every restriction enzyme have a particular recognition site present in it. So in this way, it has a recognition sequence for BAMH1, for SAL1, for HIN3, for EcoR1, for PVU1, for PBU2 and etc. For a good plasmid, it is very essential that it must possess few recognition sequences for restriction enzyme. And it is very essential that for a particular restriction enzyme only one recognition sequence is present. Because if multiple recognition sequences or number of recognition sequences for the same restriction enzyme will be present, then it will lead to the number of copies of DNA, and that will complicate the process of gene cloning. So in this way, if particular plasmid have number of recognition sequences present in it. Now for the cloning purpose, usually for the PBR322, the DNA has been cut open through a particular site present in the selective marker. For example, in PBR322, usually BAMH1 is the site from which the DNA has been cut open, which is present in a tetracycline resistance chain. Now when a particular DNA will be inserted through BAMH1 site, it will cause the tetracycline resistance gene to become non-functional. And later on, this particular property of this plasmid or recombinant DNA will be utilized for selecting non-recombinants from recombinants. So in the PBR322, there are four very important components as we have discussed. ORI, which is the origin of replication, ROP, which will control the number of copies of a plasmid, selective markers, that is ampicillin resistant and tetracycline resistance gene, and the various restriction recognition sequences present in the plasmid. That's all for today.